I'm very disappointed. That is why I got the dragons with it. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm so excited for Onyx Storm. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. So, one of these from that movie, can't explain it. I know that's not what they look like, but my brain just goes there. I don't know. So this might be the last chapter. Tolerate it, sign of the times. Tonight, I might go to a midnight release party. And Zayden's like, get the fuck away from her with that bullshit. Guys, I just remember that Dean exists. Who is ready for the second annual FourthWing Iron Flame and now Onyx Storm reading vlog? We got a couple things to do to prepare. Let's get into it. Hi guys, so it is time for, I guess, an annual tradition now. We are going to be rereading FourthWing and Iron Flame. So with that, these two are going to be full spoiler sections. So if you have not read these or don't want it spoiled, don't watch. I will have timestamps. And then Onyx Storm will be spoiler free, and then at the very end we will have a spoiler section for this. With that being said, don't continue if you haven't read these, or skip ahead if you just are here for this. We also go to a midnight release party, so I have the timestamp for that as well. So just follow along and use the timestamps so you don't get anything spoiled for you. And let's hop in. Okay, today is the 14th. I thought this entire month that Onyx Storm was coming out the 28th. It's the 21st, so I gotta get reading. Thankfully, these are on Kindle Unlimited because after, you know, all the hype and everything, my edition is pretty precious because it's the OG. Because I pre-ordered this book before it was even out. Also, whenever I read the sprayed edges ones, my hands get like black from them. So yeah, and also I'm just in a Kindle mood. So we're gonna read them on Kindle, and hopefully I can do it. When I first read Iron Flame, if you haven't watched, I read this in one day. I will not be doing that again. I genuinely, no, it was not a good experience. Also, I don't remember a single thing about this book. I remember how it ends, but that's like the only thing I comprehended. So don't read a 700-page book in one day. I'm on TikTok right now, and I'm trying to find this one audio. Listen.
And you. There's nowhere in existence you could go that I wouldn't find you. Violence.
I need that in my headphones right now, except for the fact that I'm out of Spotify hours. We all knew I was. I always am.
There's nowhere in existence.
No. Page 15 update. I just love how Rebecca Yarros sets up the story, like puts you straight in the conversation with Violet's mom and sister about how she doesn't want to be a writer and wants to be a scribe. I just feel like you get so much information in such an entertaining way. Guys, I just remember that Dean exists. Guys, I just remembered what happens in Iron Flame. I just remembered that Violet and Zayden do that like long distance thing. All I remember, it's like coming back to me as I'm reading, but still I remember like nothing of Iron Flame. But FourthWing I remember like all of, so I don't really need to reread it. But like I remember the last time I reread it, I was just like, I love this book so much and so hyped for Iron Flame. It's like right now I don't really care about Onyx Storm that much because Iron Flame I don't remember anything about, so I'm so excited to get hyped about it. Okay, I made it to chapter 4, page 70 some. I just made it through like the, I'm gonna call it the opening ceremony of the first day. So Violet got switched to Zayden's group and whatever. And can I just say I love books with dragons. I just finished When the Moon Hatched yesterday. Loved it. I just love dragons in books. They just make the story, especially how they are in this one, like super bonded and can like talk to each other. But some other series I read have had that too. So if you have any recs, let me know because I love that, especially if they can talk to each other. Something about it. I have such bad FOMO from everyone talking about the graphic audios. Like, I'm about to buy Spotify hours. But the thing is, 3 days until they come back. And like, I'd want to listen to FourthWing because I know the whole book inside and out. But Iron Flame, I want to physically read because I don't remember shit from it. But like, I hope I can be done with FourthWing in 3 days, because then I'm only gonna have a couple to read Iron Flame. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I just got on Libby to look because I figured the hold for the audiobook would literally be 100 people. Tell me why it was available. It's not the dramatic one, but I'll settle because I don't have to pay then. The ebook has 59 people, so I don't understand how I got the audiobook like right now. No waiting. Okay, I'm just 15% through. It's still going great. We just got to like the sparring match scene, and I just wanted to say that if you like FourthWing, I think you'd like the Majoran Chronicles because there's just a lot of similarities. Like in this one, Nolan the healer is like obviously healing her a lot, and that's the same in the Majoran Chronicles. There's like a prevalent healer, and there's just a lot of similar aspects, so I would definitely recommend. I just finished chapter 8, and the foreshadowing in it is just insane because they're in the class and the teacher is showing them the different types of dragons, and they're talking about Terran, the black one, and there's just so many questions asked, and it's like and then the teacher talks to her after class and is like, and Violet says that being compassionate and whatever won't help her bond a dragon. I'm like definitely the foreshadowing is crazy, but I feel like it's known that she gets both dragons because like on the cover there's both of them, and like if you've seen any like pictures about the book it shows that, but like I don't know if I knew that the first time. I don't remember. Every time I've read this book, the pacing is like perfect. The first time I read it so fast and was so addicted, and now I'm just like, she just knows how to write a book that's like so entertaining from the beginning to the end. She just like poisoned her first opponent in like the sparring ring, and now Rebecca Yarros is telling us what happened with her next opponents, and so we're jumping like weeks, but we still know what happens without having to see the same thing over and over again. Can bro just drop the whole sneaking her back into the scribe quadrant thing? It is time for the gauntlet, and I just love how there's so many unique like trials in this, and how they're not like spaced out that far. Like there's not like a 50 page, okay, it might be 50 pages. There's not like a massive break of like mundane class stuff in between. They're like back to back, and you get all the information you need still. Pacing in this book is just perfection. It is time for the threshing. This is the scene part that stresses me out the most. Even on my third read, I'm still gonna be stressing this whole time because it's just written so well, and there's just so much going on where it's just so high stakes and stress. So let's listen. I've just been playing my game and listening. Why do I feel like I said this in my last one, but Violet says that Dane tried to talk her into a brown dragon, and Rhiannon says that Dane lost his vote when he tried to force her to leave. And I'm like, girl, I love you. I love Rhiannon. She's just such a good friend. Like, what goes through Jack's head that he thinks he should kill this dragon? If he doesn't die in Iron Flame or Onyx Storm, no, because he came alive. He has so entered terror. Dane, bruh, the rules ain't over your friend's life. I don't really have anything to say because I feel like literally I already made a FourthWing rereading vlog, but I am 70% through. It's going good. I like have to finish it today because it's, what day is it? Thursday, and Iron Fling? What? Onyx Storm's Tuesday. So, and I want to really not rush through Iron Flame because since I did the first time reading it, I don't remember anything, and I need to like process and theorize for Onyx Storm. So I'm definitely gonna like look up some theories too after I finish it and just like soak them all in. So yeah, it's still going great. They just went to Mira's like outpost and saw her and all that, and I just love all these characters. Like their like squad is so funny. Like Rydog, Rhiannon, Sawyer, I just love them all so much. They just make it so funny, and like they're so unserious. Like they're literally like in formation about to like walk in front of dragons and do all this stuff, and like they're cracking jokes, and like I love them. So Violet just, her lightning just came out and she killed Jack with it, obviously, which like how does he come back alive? Like I need to reread that because like what the f. Dane was like comforting her, and Xaden's like, get the f away from her with that bullshit, because he told her she doesn't need to use her lightning again like that. I'm like, slay. I'm like really giving egg right now. I'm gonna go so you guys don't have to look at this.
There's nowhere in existence you could go that I wouldn't find you. violence.
Can we talk about the fact that I've charged my Kindle like twice and I've had it for 2.5 months now? That's the same with like Beats, my Beats headphones. They will last me like the month and I constantly use them. But for some reason I thought this book was like 400 pages, but it is 650. I'm 80% and I wanted to finish it tonight, but it's safe to say that's not happening, but fine. It just means I have to grind out Iron Flame. Okay, I look like a rat, but I just got out of the shower, but I am starting to get extremely stressed out that I'm not gonna be able to finish this book in time. Like, there's not an end time, but in my brain I put a limit on it. I am 82 pages in. It's Saturday. Safe to say I gotta be on my grind. I do have my Spotify hours returning in 4 hours, so just patiently waiting. I wanted to listen to the dramatized audiobook, but that one you have to pay for. It's not included in premium. So yeah, that's where we're at now. It's crunch time. It is crunch time. Karen is just the best. He to Varish, the new professor's dragon Solus is like actually like insane. Like them two are like so up. But he says, if Solus comes near you again, he knows I will devour his human whole and let him rot within me while his heart still beats, and then I'll take the eye I so graciously left him. Period, Taryn. Okay guys, I am 28% through Iron Flame, and there is just so much going through my head because I don't remember a lot of details. Like, there's something going on with the healers and like Nolan. Don't remember. And I remember the like new class they're in with the one that's like 3 letters. I can't think. RSC, something like that. That is just crazy what goes on. And like Varish, he pisses me off so much. Like oh my god, every time he like says something or does something to Violet, I'm like, I'm so obsessed. And like, I just feel like with this one, like both of them, like the little quotes at the, they're just so telling. Like, they tell you like what the chapter is going to be about, kind of, or like stuff that's going to happen, and also the like who they're from. One of them was like Zayden's correspondence recovered, and like at the beginning of the book obviously it says Jacinda translated it or like wrote it or like found them all, whatever, which like I need to learn like what happens. Like, are we like, is this like so in the past? Like, what is going on? I need to know. Okay, I'm just finishing chapter 21, and chapter 21 is crazy because it's when Dane challenges Violet to spar, and then she like tells some things to Rhiannon, and I love Rhiannon, so I'm like, girl, just figure it out so you can help. Like, I love her. She finally told Riddick and Rhee everything, and I'm so glad because I love them so much, and just their squad found familyness. I'm so excited. I'm 44%. Today's Sunday, by the way. Who was gonna tell me that Iron Flame was this good? Like, since I didn't remember much of it, I was just under the impression that it wasn't as good, but this is like so good. I'm at the part where they're about to sneak into the archives, and from what I do remember, that is my favorite part. So I am so beyond excited to listen or read it next. I cannot wait. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm so excited for Onyx Storm, and also TikTok literally just came back like an hour ago, so now I can yap with y'all about Onyx Storm. I'm so hyped right now. I'm in such a good mood. I left my Kindle in my car. I'm like, hey, maybe you could read the physical book then, because I'm like, I don't want to go get it. It's like 1 whole degree out. And I flipped through this to find my spot because I haven't read this physically this time. I kid you not, I flipped to the chapter. On chapter 35. I flipped right to it. But so we just finished the heist. I love a heist. If it's one thing about me, I love a heist. So if you have any heist book recs. But so now she is in the like torture room with Varish and then Nolan, which Nolan like, and here we go, the turning point. After this point is what's really confusing for me, so I really need to make sure I'm locked in for this next half, because after they leave back, don't ask me how to say it, back, it takes a whole nother turn, and I'm so ready for it. I love this book. This one is so good. Like, after rereading this, equal right now. Like, this is so good. Hi guys, it is almost said Sunday. It's Monday. Tomorrow is the day. I'm 70% through, so it's looking good. But tonight I might go to a midnight release party. I don't have tickets because I pre-ordered the book before the like announcement came out for my Barnes, but I think I'm gonna go because I just saw their post and it said that people who don't have tickets can still do and like play the games and stuff. So I think I'm gonna go alone, which is very scary for me because I don't like doing new things alone. But I'm gonna be surrounded by bookish people, so it's fine. So I think we're gonna do that. But right now I'm gonna finish Art and Flame so it can be fresh in my mind so I can yap and do trivia. Guys, it's been like 5 minutes, but I'm so excited for tonight, but I'm also really nervous because I don't like doing new things alone. Like, obviously I've been to Barnes before, but this is just different, especially like going to an event where you don't know anybody. I mean, there could be someone there I know. There's like a 1 in a million chance, but I'm 70% through, and after like the 50% mark, this is the part the first time I read this that I was just like, what is going on? I feel like I kind of checked out then because I read it in one sitting, so I was like, I'm done. But this time I'm just trying to soak it all in, and I think after I finish it, I'm going to take a lot of time and look up theories, because I think also tonight at the party we're going to talk about theories, which I'm going to bring a notebook and I'm going to be ready for, but so I want to have some prepared. So yeah, today's just been a day. I've had 2 trigger warning blood, I've had 2 bloody noses, and the first one lasted for 45 minutes. So I'm just like, my nose hurts because, okay, did I tell you it? I've broken my nose twice, which if you look at me, you could probably tell. I don't know if it's like with that or what's going on, but I also had one like a month ago and it's just not normal for me. Like, I've had 3 in my life and 2 are in this month, so something's going on. But so I just like feel off, like my head hurts, I'm like kind of lightheaded, and I'm gonna sit and read and then we're gonna go to the party. I guess I'm just feeling chatty, but guess what I'm doing on Wednesday? I'm getting another bookish tattoo, and this one's like not necessarily for FourthWing, like more just the fantasy genre, but there's dragons in it because I love reading about dragons. It's like, it's the perfect time. I love it. I'm so excited. One of the craziest quotes and just like, I don't know, scenes is when she's sparring Kat and Violet goes, holy sh, she fights like Zayden. He trained us both. That's just funny, like the way she said it and like realized, because like obviously Kat's his ex, which like Kat, no, the way she uses her signet to like amplify Violet's emotions, that's just like dirty. Like, that's dirty, just don't. Okay, I'm 75% now. I'm starting to get a little, definitely gonna finish this before I go to the party, obviously with the ending and everything. Hopefully I can do it. I have no theories for what her second signet is, but the start of chapter 50, it kind of says something about signets, so I'm wondering if we'll get a hint. Someone commented to me on something that they read the leaked version of Onyx Storm and it's mentioned in here. It's like hinted at kind of what her signet is, but I haven't found like anything about that. Like, I have no clue. Dane. We need to talk about Dane. I feel like I haven't even talked about him. What he did, unforgivable, terrible. But I will say it is very nice, and I'm very glad that he is helping Violet transcribe the journals, because he does end up obviously figuring out what it means. I am glad about that, but yeah, still I'm watching you, because what he did is just, it caused so much shit and led to so much bad stuff, like Liam and whatever. I forget I can talk spoiler. We need to talk immediately. So Rebecca Yarros just posted the playlist that she listened to while writing Onyx Storm. This is not good. This is not good. I'm gonna screen record. Okay, starting off fine, vigilante period. Then we get to this one.
Billy.
Bury a friend. No, because if any of their squad dies, I'm not continuing the series. I'm just... Falling or flying, that's suspicious. I did something bad. Skinny love. Circus kind of confused me. I'm like, that's interesting. Humble, also interesting. I love favorite crime. Tolerate it, sign of the times. But then we go down to electric love. Skin and bones, lovely, state of grace, 7 minutes in hell, that's a little concerning. Sacrifice, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. That kind of put my hopes up. Lose control, too sweet. You're losing me. No Time to Die, valid. Oh, I didn't even see Peace till now. I am such a folklore Evermore girly. Better Love. What is this? What better love is there than Zayden. So I don't know about this one. I haven't heard this song, but that name is sus. I just wanted to put that out there because some of those songs are concerning. And then now I have 200 pages to read before 8 o'clock. It is 5:30. I gotta get going. Here we go. Obviously, we know it's gonna get fixed, but still, like, the how is gonna be crazy. Now I have to go to the party. Okay, I have two theories of what her second signet could be. So I think the first option could be that she, like, sees the future through her dreams, because there is just a bunch of dream scenes, especially with the Venom and Iron Flame, and they're very, like, real. And then the things the Venom say in the dreams, they also say in real life to her. And also the second one, that she can talk to the dead because of the whole Liam thing when they were in the torture scenario with Varish. That was just very real, I feel. Obviously it could have been just her hallucinating, but guys, I'm ready for the party. It's safe to say I'm shaking with nerves, so that's awesome. But I was gonna dress cuter and like braid my hair like Violet does, but it's too cold out, so I'm just wearing this from Threaded with Sabrina and black sweatpants. So let's go. I am freaking out. I kind of want to go early so I can like get a table by my own, so I don't have to like ask people to sit with them, because that's mostly what I'm stressed about. I'm sorry if you can hear the heat. We are in the negatives right now, so it is going to be on. I'm definitely early. Like, they gave a time slot and I'm like at the start of it, which I wasn't. I was shooting for like the middle of it, but it's okay. There's some people in the cafe, but I don't know if they're like workers or here for it, so I might wait a bit because I don't even have tickets to get the book, or I haven't even like paid for the event. Like, I'm just, well, obviously the people pay for the book and then they can get it here at midnight, but they also said people who haven't bought the book from them can come and like do the fun stuff. But I bought the book from Barnes, but I shipped it to my house because that was before we knew about this. I'm just excited to play some trivia. Will I be bold enough to shout out an answer? No, but I will love to supervise. Supervise? Bye. Yeah, and this, I think there's like a crossword puzzle or some like puzzle game, and like I eat up a puzzle. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick little midnight release party recap here because I really didn't talk about it because, hello, I got back home late. And then I tried to get the book on Kindle and it just would not. My Wi-Fi was down. It just didn't say it was available when it was literally past midnight. So I ended up waiting until the morning to get it. So the midnight release party, it was really fun. We played trivia and they had like different activities going and it was a great time. I do kind of wish I got the book there though, since mine still hasn't delivered, but I read it on Kindle, so it's fine. I colored this bookmark and then I got some stickers from doing the crossword because obviously, and then I just like this one because it has both the dragons on it. Obviously I'll probably put these in my Kindle case. And then they also had threshing where you could draw a dragon and it was your dragon. I just kind of picked out of there. I didn't actually do it, but I got a pink dragon because I love pink. So, little cutie. They just had a bunch of coloring sheets, and when the event was over, they had a bunch of extra, so I took one of each because I'm gonna put some in my scrapbook and just do some. We have feather tail, sword tail, scorpion tail, club tail, dagger tail, and then Morningstar tail. I think that's it. We did a crossword trivia, and then we played actual trivia, and these questions were like really hard. It was like, how many people died crossing the parapet in FourthWing? And then it was like, what city is da-da-da-da-da? It was, what is the first person who fell off the parapet's name in Iron Flame? I'm like, they died, so it was mentioned once in like page 20. It was really hard trivia, like very niche details that like not many people would remember, but it was still a great time and it was fun to chat with other people about the book and make our guesses. Good morning. I started reading at like 6:20, but like I woke up in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. and read a couple pages then too. I'm like 10% through and it's definitely going to be different than the other ones because the plot is going to be different, and it's just like a mission they're going on, and there's just really like two main issues or things that they're trying to figure out. But honestly, this morning I feel like I'm going kind of slow through it, and I really want to get more into it because so far it's like not that gripping. I'm personally not an Audible girly because I don't like paying for subscriptions, especially 16 a month. Like, that's a lot, and I do have other subscriptions. It's just not in the budget. But I think I'm gonna do the free trial to get the Onyx Storm audiobook and then cancel it because I'm not gonna keep Audible. Audible first impressions. The one thing I like is that it shows the actual time you have left after accounting for the speed you listen on, because like Libby doesn't do that. Not sure about Spotify, but I like that. I do appreciate that. Okay, I am 15% through, and I feel like it's a little slow. I'm not gonna lie. Not a ton has happened, but I do feel like we're setting up for some bigger things, but I'm not too sure like where this book's gonna end, you know, because obviously there's more in the series, so I'm not sure if it's like gonna be more filler or if something crazy is gonna happen. It's like where we're at in the story. I don't really know like how much crazy stuff's gonna happen, but Chapter 11 just has so much revealed that I feel like is gonna come back and play. There's so much we've learned, and there's so much being hinted at and just dropped. Like, it's actually crazy. So last night at the party we played trivia, and one of the questions was, what is Violet's dad's name? And the answer was, he is not named in the book, which I never realized. Like, I for sure thought he had a name, but that just makes me think that he is gonna come back and be very important, especially just like the not having a name. It's like, has he been mentioned, but like we don't know it's him? I'm definitely intrigued about that. I'm like 20% through. I'm not like super into it. Like, when I put it down, I'm not like itching to pick it back up, so I hope it picks up. As we know, the like top paragraphs are really telling in these books, and this one is about one of my favorite characters. And I'm like, what? I just love their squad so much. Like, Sawyer, Riddick, Rhiannon, Violet, they're just such good friends. And Riddick is just so funny. Rose is so protective. Oh my goodness. I can't. It's the same day. I just changed. I'm like 33% through, and it is just not holding my attention. Like, there is just not, there's stuff going on, but it's not like, we're not like super into it. And I thought we'd be getting more like reveals, but we're really not. And it's safe to say I'm kind of bored. This is just how I am. If I'm super excited about a new release, I am binging it the day it comes out. And like, being only 30% through and it's 7 o'clock for me, it's not a good sign. So I think I'm gonna switch to the audiobook for a bit and see if that helps. Guys, we finally have picked up a bit, and I'm really liking it now. I am actually, Audible doesn't tell me. Maybe it does, I just don't know. I'm 39% through now. One of my favorite things in fantasy books is happening when a group of friends goes on a mission. I'm really enjoying this, and there's kind of two missions going on, and the one we're getting more of right now I'm really intrigued about because I feel like some things could happen. There's definitely some theories. Oh my god, I'm dead. Actually dead. Oh my god, that was so funny. Good morning, guys. I am 59% through, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed for sure, but I feel like it could get better. So I have heard it picks up after the 50% mark, and it's definitely still action-packed, but I feel like we're not getting a lot of answers. I mean, we kind of just got like something revealed, but it's not like super life-threatening or like integral to the plot. It's just kind of like an emotional reveal. So yeah, I don't know. And for being 60% through, I feel like not much has been accomplished. I'm gonna keep going. I really need to finish this today so I can work on this video and get it up. I'm just feeling very like meh about it. Like when I stop reading, I don't really care, and I'm definitely just like, if this wasn't a new release and I didn't want to get this up ASAP, I don't think I would be reading this fast, because it's just not that like attention holding. I mean, after the 50% mark, it has definitely picked up and kept my attention more, but yeah, I don't know. I did see a couple people's reviews. I've been trying to steer clear, but on Goodreads I saw a few people I follow or am friends with, and they were kind of thinking the same thing. So this book, for being an 800-page fantasy book, came out fast. FourthWing, Iron Flame, all of them are like under a year in between them, or like around a year in between them, and it was just crazy. But when Iron Flame came out and was getting hyped, this was like instantly announced too. Like it was like done, which I don't know. I wonder if she's like rushing through it, which like I don't want it to be rushed, you know, because it has so much potential. Hi, I'm 65% through. It's just like an hour later. They found part of what they were looking for on the mission, and that is where we're at now. That's really it. It's definitely interesting, and I'm intrigued to see where it's gonna go, but it's not super like high stakes. I mean, like there's high stakes, but it's not like as high of stakes as the other books were. Just tell me what it is. Just tell me. Oh, this is sad. I feel like this book is extremely more spicy than the other two. Like, extremely. Considering some of the things going on in this book, it's like a little interesting. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there in case that's something you search out or don't search out. I'm 77% through. We're kind of back to not much happening, but I hope it picks up. I just saw someone on Goodreads at like the very end of the book, something must happen, which like in all the other ones it has. I definitely have some thoughts of what it could be, but we'll see. So I'm trying to talk like no spoilers for the whole series in this book, but it's kind of hard because like there's common things that like I want to talk about. But one of the like bigger questions that we had really kind of throughout the series still hasn't been answered, and there's, I feel like, multiple different ways it could go, and it has been hinted at a bit, but I really want to know for sure because, you know, it just was such a big question mark. So, but I'm 78% now. I have my tattoo appointment in like an hour, and I'm definitely getting excited, but I'm also nervous. Definitely will show you guys what it looks like after, because it's very FourthWing coded, even though it's not specifically for FourthWing. Now this is interesting because we just got like a little excerpt about what I was talking about earlier, how like a reveal is needed for it, and there's been questions, and this just kind of changes that. That's interesting. That was one of my predictions for what it was, but like it's different than what I thought. Like I thought it was involved with that, but I didn't think it was like this. So this is more interesting than what I thought it was. So okay, so I did get my tattoos. It's the next day. So I wanted to pop in some pictures of them. So this is the bookish one I got, the dragons and the books, and it's not specifically for FourthWing. It's just like the fantasy genre and reading in general, but like dragons are some of my favorite thing to read about, so that is why I got the dragons with it. But I love it. I also got this one. I love it too. I can't really show you right now because they have the wrap on them and are very bloody. So yeah. I am 90% through, and it's safe to say this has taken a turn. I knew it was leading up to this, so here we go. Bruh, no, that better not be real. Better not be real. I'm gonna pretend it's not real and go on. Did that actually just happen? Oh, we're good. We might be good. We might be good. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I would have cried. Okay, so How to Train Your Dragon is one of my favorite like animated movies, and I just cannot not picture Rhiannon's dragon Fergie, I don't know, as one of these from that movie. Can't explain it. I know that's not what they look like, but my brain just goes there. I don't know. Same with Mira's dragon, I think. Yeah, that's just what my brain goes to. Okay, I'm 95%. I know at like 96% something happens, and so the end of this, we've kind of been switching around perspectives, which is interesting because we don't really do that in this series. So let's see what goes down. what is going on. I think both of the books have ended with a Xaden chapter, and that is where I'm at now. So I'm not sure if this is the last one because I have like 15 pages left, but like it could be extras. So this might be the last chapter. We're good. I've just seen so many people say they're never reading again after the ending, or they need 2 to 3 business days to process. So they're like hinting at something but not saying the name. So I cannot wait to see who it is. Not. Oh wait, is it him? Maybe I just read it wrong. One more chapter, it looks like. I really thought that was going to be the end. The quote up here is very interesting. 9 pages left, and I'm assuming some of that's going to be acknowledgements and stuff like that. Well, I'm done. The way Iron Flame ended, I thought that it would pick up basically at how this book ended. Like, I thought we would be at that point at the start of this book, but we're just now to that point. So I'm like, what really happened in this? I need to reread the last chapter and then let's talk. I feel like I have a lot of thoughts. I just feel like this book, first of all, FourthWing is one of my favorite books of all time. Like 6-star book. Iron Flame on the reread, 6-star book too. But this book, I give 4, which is still a great rating, but I feel like most of it's because I love the characters so much and the dragons. What even happened that was like super productive to the story? Most of the book was like this mission they were going on. We didn't even see most of the results from that come back in the end. Like, it was like for nothing almost. Like, some of it came back, but not a lot. And there was just, I feel like, so many plot lines going, so many characters, and it got jumbled and confusing. Like, there was just too much going on where, like, I feel like if it was less, there would have been more developed plot lines, but there was too much going on. I feel like there's so much lacking, and just so many, not even like questions that I need to have answered, just like open-ended things that should have been dealt with. And to me, this was such a filler book. A lot of the new fantasy releases just haven't been good lately. Well, they've been good, but like not the level as the other books in the series, and I don't know if they're just rushing to get them out, but like, just chill, just take some time, take some years. I don't care. I'd rather wait 3 years and it be an amazing book than wait 1 year and it be mid. I was just expecting the way Iron Flame left off for it to like pick up, like stuff to be going down, but where I thought it would pick up is how this book ended. Like, I thought we would be that level of into this at the start of this book, but we didn't get there until the end of the book. This book was way more spicy than the other ones, which, like, whatever. I don't really care. I don't seek that out. I don't, whatever. Like, it's not about that. I just feel like maybe she focused more on that and, like, emphasized the romance and romantasy more, which, like, I don't know. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. So, guys, that actually like slightly broke my camera. Like, the screen, it doesn't fold back as good. We're still good, because if we weren't, I would be sobbing, but it's definitely a little messed up. Okay, I am back. The first order of business is my spoiler-free review of Onyx Storm. My physical copy is yet to come in the mail. It's time. Oh, wow. Let's put her by her friends. And I just don't like pre-ordering books because this happens. Like, they never get here. Like, so many people I've seen, their book's not coming till February, and it's just like, really? Why did you make that many pre-orders then? Anyway, so Onyx Storm. So going into this book, obviously I was hyped, but I was a little disappointed in it because I just felt like the plot should have went another direction than it did. It just felt like there was a lot of filler in this book that wasn't really necessary, and I just feel like the series could have probably been a trilogy, especially after seeing this book and how it ends. It definitely just set up for the fourth one. There was these like big missions that they were supposed to go on, and they ended up being really anticlimactic. Like what they worked for didn't even end up really helping them that much. It just felt kind of pointless to me, and there was so many characters in this book. Like there was so many names mentioned and different parts of the world mentioned. And I feel like we kind of too strayed away from the main characters. Like there was a lot of them who weren't mentioned as much in this book, which I was kind of disappointed by because I love all the characters in this book. So yeah, definitely a little disappointed. I did give it 4 though because I do enjoy this series a lot. I like her writing, and you know, I'm just invested in the world at this point. Okay, so we are going to talk spoilers now. So this is going to be spoilers for all 3 books. So if you have not read all 3 books, exit the facility, or if you do not care and want to hear spoilers, cool. Basically, going into Onyx Storm, I didn't have too many predictions, but I did think that Violet's signet was either that she could talk to the dead or the dream thing. Like I didn't know like what specifically with the dreams, like that she could see the future or whatever. So that's what I was thinking, and it did end up being something about the dreams, like she could walk in other people's dreams, which is very interesting. Overall, Onyx Storm was pretty fine. I'm just glad not a lot of people died. We did lose Quinn, which was very sad because I did really like her, but I'm glad like none of the main people died because I was really worried about that. When Mira got her necklace, I knew it wouldn't be real, which they didn't end up showing her that she was okay. They just said she was okay, so I'm hoping she's like actually good, but I feel like she will be because I don't know. But as for Xaden being a Venin, so after when Iron Flame ended and he had just got turned into one and was like going to Jack for like, hey dude, what the f do I do? So that kind of led me to think that in Onyx Storm it would be like heavy on the Xaden is a Venin, like he would be full on Venin like Jack was, and kind of how he got at the end of Onyx Storm. So that is what I was thinking. I was not expecting to read 800 pages and then he turns fully Venin on the last page. That to me was kind of unnecessary because I feel like now the next book is going to be all about that, and it's just kind of pushing the end of the series off into unnecessariness. Like this could have been summed up because the missions they went on to like the other countries and stuff, that was really cool. I really liked seeing other countries, but like in the end, what did they accomplish from it? They got one army that was mentioned once that they were there, and it didn't say anything else about how they helped or whatever. And same with finding the Irids and Darna's dragons. They found them, well, they actually just like stumbled into them. They weren't even really looking, I feel, and then one of them came to help, which like that was great, awesome, but still it was like kind of anticlimactic for the 40% of the book they were gone doing all of that. And the whole Xaden thing, obviously like I love him to death, but I did think that this book would be about him as a Venin and just all of that. To me, honestly, it kind of felt like Rebecca just wanted to put a lot more romance in the series and spice and keep him not Venin, because there was just an extreme amount of spice compared to the other books in this series in this one, which like obviously people probably want that. I just feel like it kind of made it push off the inevitable of Xaden turning because she wanted to include that more. That's just my 2 cents. I've seen a lot of kind of mixed reviews on this book. I've seen people say they're never reading again or they need like 4 business days to process it, and I've seen people just say it's like kind of mid and disappointing, which I don't know. I'm definitely kind of feeling a little disappointed. But this is one of my favorite series ever still. Like FourthWing is one of my favorite books of all time. Iron Flame, the reread just made me love it even more. Obviously I'm still going to continue the series, but I just feel like it's gone downhill, so that's unfortunate. But hopefully the next one will actually get more action and it won't be as just info dumpy characters that like don't even matter really. And I just feel like too there was a lot of just stray plot lines. Like so much was going on and we couldn't give enough details each plot line. Like his name's Halden, Violet's ex, Eric's brother. Where the is he? Like, he just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, and when he was like such a big part of it, but like him flying in that crate was awesome. There was just so many gaps, I feel, which is unfortunate, but I hope the next one she takes her time with and just really produces something good. So I think that's all I want to say. If you do comment a spoiler, just make sure you put a notice. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you guys next time. If you want any other like specific series reading vlogs, let me know which ones I should do, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.